Hello everyone, my name is Anya and today I would like to show you how to make this baby girl's dress. It is designed for age 6 months to 1 year old. It is very easy pattern and it drapes nicely at the bottom. To make this dress I use a little bit less than 150 grams of bamboo cotton cashmere yarn and 2.5mm hook. If you are interested in buying this yarn, I will post a link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. I will start by making a slip knot, so twist your yarn and pull one end through. Insert your hook into the slip knot and we will make chain 100. Yarn over the hook, pull through, chain 1, yarn over the hook, pull through, chain 2, yarn over the hook, pull through, chain 3, 4, 5, 6, and carry on working your 100 chains, and I will show you what to do next. After finishing your 100 chains, we need to make sure that our foundation chain is nice and flat. So I usually do it by just having my fingers in between the chains to know that they are nice and flat and not twisted. And I will turn this last part with the first chain made, and I will insert my hook into this first chain and make a slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on my hook. Make chain 1, and into every stitch I will be working single crochet. With the first one I will insert my hook through the last chain made and first chain made. Yarn over and pull through. You will have 2 loops on your hook, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Into the next chain insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. We have 2 single crochet. Insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Third, I usually work only through those back loops 4, but you can do it the way you are used to do it and the way that suits you. And carry on working single crochet into every chain of this foundation chain, and at the end slip stitch to the first single crochet made, and I will show you how to do the second round. This round is going to be easier than the first round, and we will start by making chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this chain 4 will count as first double crochet plus chain 1. We will skip next single crochet, and into the second we'll work double crochet. Yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the second single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Make chain 1, and we will be repeating the same process all over. So yarn over the hook, skip 1 single crochet, insert the hook into the next, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Make chain 1, and I will show you one more time. Yarn over the hook, skip next single crochet, and into the second single crochet insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Make chain 1, and this round is going to be a repeat of double crochet and chain 1. So we will skip 1 single crochet, we will work double crochet into the next one, and we will work chain 1, and again skipping next single crochet, double crochet, and then chain 1, and carry on all the way around, and at the end slip stitch into this third chain of starting chain 4. We will start this round by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same chain as we slip stitched, we will work double crochet. Let me just get there. Double crochet. Into the next chain 1 space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet. Into the next chain 1 space, 2 double crochet, and we will be repeating this pattern all the way round. So into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet, into the next chain space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, into double crochet, 1 double crochet, and again into chain space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and carry on working the same pattern. So into every double crochet, 1 double crochet, and into every chain space, 2 double crochet, and at the end slip stitch into first double crochet made. So not into this chain 2, but into first double crochet made. This round will be similar to the second round. The only difference will be that we will end up with more stitches. So we will start by working chain 4, 2, 3 and 4, which will count again as first double crochet plus chain 1. We will skip the next double crochet, and into the second one we will work double crochet, chain 1, skip next double crochet, into the second double crochet, work double crochet, chain 1, and again skip next double crochet, and we will carry on working into double crochet and working chain 1 and skipping 1 double crochet. So again we'll work double crochet into the second double crochet from the work 1 we worked 2 and making chain 1, and we will again skip next double crochet and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into the third chain of starting chain 4. We'll start this round again by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same chain as we slip stitch, let me just again get there, we will make double crochet. Into the next chain space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet, let me just pull my yarn, and into the next chain space, 1 double crochet. So this time the pattern repeat will be into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet, into the next chain space, 2 double crochet, so 1 and 2, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, and 1 double crochet into chain space. So again, 1 double crochet into next double crochet, 2 double crochet into chain space, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, and 1 double crochet into chain space, and carry on all the way around, and again at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. This round is going to be a repeat of round 4, so we will start again by making chain 4, which will count as first double crochet plus chain 1. We will skip next double crochet, and into the second one we will work double crochet and then chain 1, and again we will need to skip 1 double crochet. Into the next one, double crochet, chain 1, and again skip next double crochet, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into the third chain of starting chain 4. We will start this round by working chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same chain as we slip stitched, we will work double crochet, and we will work double crochet into chain space. And from now on we will start our repeat. Into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet, and into the next chain 2 space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet into the chain space, 1 double crochet into next double crochet, and again 1 double crochet into chain space. And this is our repeat, and I will show you one more time. 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, and 2 double crochet into next chain space, so 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, and 1 double crochet into the next chain space, and again 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, and 1 double crochet into the chain space. And this is going to be our repeat. So 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, then 2 double crochet into chain space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 1 double crochet into chain space, and 1 double crochet into the double crochet, and 1 double crochet into chain space, and carry on all the way around, and I will meet you when you reach the last double crochet. I'm now almost at the end of this round, and I will work double crochet into this last double crochet, and 2 double crochet into chain 1 space. And it is so that you have an even number of stitches before the next round, and slip stitch into this first double crochet. And at the end of this round you should have 220 double crochet. We will start again by making chain 4, 3 and 4, and this chain 4 will count as first double crochet plus chain 1, and we will be repeating the pattern from round 4. So we will skip next double crochet, into the second double crochet we will work double crochet and then chain 1, and we will skip next double crochet. And I will show you the pattern again. So after this skip double crochet into the next stitch and chain 1, skip next double crochet, and again into the second double crochet, chain 1, skip next double crochet, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this third chain of starting chain 4. We will start this round by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same chain as we slip stitched, we will make double crochet and double crochet into the next chain 1 space. And I will now show you the repeat. Into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochet into chain space 1 and 2, 1 double crochet into double crochet and 1 double crochet into chain space, and again 1 double crochet into double crochet, 1 double crochet into chain space, and 1 double crochet into double crochet and 1 double crochet into chain space. And this is the end of my repeat. I will show you the repeat one more time. 1 double crochet into double crochet, 2 double crochet into chain space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 1 double crochet into chain space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 1 double crochet into chain space, and again 1 double crochet into double crochet and 1 double crochet into chain space. And the repeat will be 1 double crochet into double crochet, then 2 double crochet into chain space, and then 3 times double crochet into double crochet and double crochet into chain space, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. I will start this round by working chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same double crochet as we slip stitched, I will make 1 double crochet, and into each of the next 9 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch. So altogether we will have 10 double crochet. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I now have 10 double crochet, and I will make chain 2, 1 and 2, and I will skip next double crochet, and this is going to be my repeat. So into the next 10 double crochet, after skipping this one, I will make 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. 9 and last one, number 10. And I will make 2 chains, 1 and 2, and I will skip next double crochet, and I will start working my repeat from the second double crochet and carry on working this repeat. You will need to have 6 repeats altogether. I have made 2, so I will need 4 more, and I will show you what to do next. After finishing my 6 repeats of 10 double crochet plus chain 2, so I need to make chain 2, I need to skip altogether 59 stitches, and I will be working in the stitch number 60, and I will work double crochet into this stitch. Let me just remove the marker, and I will make 1 double crochet into each of the 9 stitches. So altogether again I will have 10 double crochet. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And again I will work chain 2, and I will skip 1 double crochet, and I will make the same repeat 5 more times. So altogether after this 59 stitches break I will have 6 repeats, and I will show you then what to do next. After finishing those 6 repeats, you should have again 59 double crochet, and you will need to skip those double crochets, and after making, of course, chain 2, we will need to slip stitch into the first double crochet of this round. So we are again creating a smaller circle, and we can start the next round. To start this round, we will slip stitch into the next double crochet. I usually slip stitch via just the back loop. I will work chain 2, which will not count as a stitch, and I will work double crochet into this second double crochet. So the first one is just where we joined, and then we slip stitched to the second one, and we work double crochet into the second double crochet, and into the next 7 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. So altogether you will have 8 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So again we will be skipping the last double crochet. We'll now make chain 2, 1 and 2, and into this chain 2 space we'll work 1 double crochet, and again chain 2. And I will show you the repeat one more time. So we will skip the first double crochet, and starting from the second into each of the next 8 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, chain 2, 1, 2, we'll skip the last double crochet and we will work double crochet into chain 2 space, and we will work chain 2 again. And this is going to be your repeat. So we will skip the first double crochet into each of the next 8 double crochet, 1 double crochet on top, chain 2 again, this, skip this last double crochet, then make double crochet into next chain space and make chain 2, and carry on all the way round. This time you will have 12 repeats, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. I will start this round again by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet and working chain 2. And from now on I will show you the repeat. So into the second double crochet of this group of 8, so exactly in the stitch where we just slip stitched, we'll work 1 double crochet, and we'll work 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 double crochet. So altogether you will have 6 double crochet. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I will work chain 2. You will have 1 double crochet to skip into chain space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and chain 2 again. And this is the end of your repeat. I will show you again. Starting from the second double crochet of this group of 8, we'll work 1 double crochet into each of the next 6 stitches. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 2. I will have 1 more double crochet in this group of 8. I will work double crochet into chain space, then chain 2, and double crochet into the next chain space, and again chain 2. And starting from the second double crochet of this group of 8, work double crochet into each of the next 6 stitches. We will skip this last double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and start your pattern repeat again, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We will start this round again by making a slip stitch to the next double crochet and working chain 2. And starting from this second double crochet of this round, we'll work 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. So I have 2, 3 and 4. We will have 1 double crochet left of this group of 6 double crochet. We'll work chain 2 and double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and chain 2. And this is the repeat of our pattern. I will show you again, starting from this second double crochet of the group of 6 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each of the next 4 double crochet. So I have 2, 3 and 4, chain 2, 1 and 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and chain 2. And carry on working this pattern, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We will start by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet and making chain 2. Double crochet into the same double crochet as we slip stitched, and double crochet into the next double crochet. And from this group of 10 double crochet, we now have group of 2 double crochet. We'll work chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and again chain 2. And we will start working from the second double crochet of this group of 4, and we will make double crochet into the second double crochet and 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2 again, double crochet into chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and again chain 2. And start working again from the second double crochet of this group of 4, and then double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet into chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and again chain 2. And carry on all around, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We will start this round by making a slip stitch to the next double crochet and then making a slip stitch into the next chain space. And we'll start again by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. And from now on I will show you the pattern repeat. Into this chain space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet on top of double crochet, 2 double crochet into the next chain space, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, 2 double crochet into the chain space, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet on top of next double crochet, 2 double crochet again into chain space, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, and 2 double crochet into chain 2 space, chain 2, 1 and 2, and we will skip those 2 double crochet. And this is the end of your repeat, and I will show you this repeat one more time. 2 double crochet into the next chain space, 1 double crochet into next double crochet, 2 double crochet again into chain 2 space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 2 double crochet into chain 2 space, 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, 2 double crochet into chain 2 space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, and again 2 double crochet into chain 2 space, and we will work chain 2 on top of those next 2 double crochet. And this is the end of your repeat. So I will tell you one more time. We'll skip those 2 double crochet. Into every chain space we will work 2 double crochet, and into those double crochet in between chain spaces where you have only 1 double crochet, we will work 1 double crochet, and then after making last 2 double crochet into this chain space before 2 double crochet, this group of 2 double crochet, we will work chain 2 and we will skip those 2 double crochet and carry on all the way round, and again at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We'll now be working this round in the very similar way as we were working round 11. So we will again make a slip stitch into the next double crochet, and we will work chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into this second double crochet of this group of 14 we will work double crochet, and into the next 11 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. So all together we will have 12 double crochet. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll work chain 2, double crochet into chain space. So again we are skipping this last double crochet, and again we will work chain 2, and we will start repeating our pattern. So again skipping this first double crochet and starting from the second one, and from this second double crochet into each of the next 12 double crochet, counting this second double crochet, we will need to work 12 double crochet, so 1 double crochet into each stitch, which will leave us again with 1 double crochet left at the end of this group of 14 double crochet from the previous round. I need to make a few more, so I need to make 2 more, 1 and 2, and again I will make chain 2 into this chain space. I will work double crochet and work chain 2 again, and repeat this pattern. So skip first double crochet, and from the second one into each of the next 12 double crochet work 1 double crochet and make chain 2, work double crochet into chain space and chain 2, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We will start this round by making a slip stitch into the second double crochet and working chain 2, double crochet into the same second double crochet, and we will work double crochet into the next 9 double crochet. So altogether you will have 10 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, you will have 1 double crochet left in this group of 12. Chain 2, we will work double crochet into chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and chain 2 again. And this is the end of your repeat, and I will show you this repeat one more time. We will start from the second double crochet of this group of 12, and we will work 1 double crochet into each of the 10 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chain 2. We will work into chain space, making double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and chain 2. And we will carry on repeating the same pattern. So starting from the second double crochet of this group of 12, we will work 1 double crochet into each of the next 10 stitches, then chain 2, double crochet into first chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the second chain space, chain 2, and at the end we will need to slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We'll start this round again by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet and working chain 2 into the same double crochet as we slip stitched. We will need to work double crochet, and we will work double crochet into each of the next 7 double crochet. So all together we will have 8 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, this last double crochet of this group of 10 is not going to be worked. We'll work chain 2, and into the next chain space we will work double crochet and chain 2 again. Into the next chain space, double crochet plus chain 2, and again into the next chain space, double crochet plus chain 2. And we will again start working from the second double crochet of this group of 10, and into each of the next 10 double crochet, 8 double crochet, excuse me, counting from this second one, we will work double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one, number 8. Chain 2 again. And we'll start working double crochet into chain spaces, all divided by chain 2. So double crochet into first chain space, chain 2. Double crochet into the second chain space, chain 2. And double crochet into the third chain space, and again chain 2. And carry on working the same pattern. So skipping this first and last double crochet of this group of 10, work double crochet into each stitch, which should give you 8 double crochet, and work chain 2, and into each chain space work double crochet, and in between those double crochet chain 2. Finish on chain 2, and again start working from the second double crochet of the next group of 10, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We will start by making a slip stitch into the second double crochet and chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the second double crochet we will work double crochet, and we will work double crochet into each of the next 5 double crochet. So all together you will have 6 double crochet. I have 4 all together, 5 and 6. And again it will leave you 1 double crochet which is not going to be worked at the end. Chain 2, and we'll start working our double crochet into those chain spaces. Double crochet into the first chain space, chain 2. Double crochet into the second chain space, chain 2. Double crochet into the third chain space, chain 2, and double crochet into the fourth chain space and chain 2. And we will start our repeat again. So we will start by working double crochet into the second double crochet of the next group of 8 double crochet, and double crochet into each of the next 5 double crochet. So again all together you will have 6 double crochet. I have 4, 5 and 6. We will need to make chain 2, and we'll start working repeat of double crochet and chain 2. Double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2. Double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2. Double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and double crochet into the last chain space. And again we will need to work chain 2, and we will carry on working the same repeat. So skipping this first and last double crochet of this group of 8, double crochet into each double crochet, so we will have 6 double crochet, then chain 2, and then we will work double crochet, chain 2 until we reach the next repeat, so the next group of 8 double crochet from the previous round, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into first double crochet made. We will start by making a slip stitch into the second double crochet and working chain 2. Into the same second double crochet we will work double crochet, and we need to work double crochet into each of the next 3 double crochet. So all together we will have 4 double crochet, and again we will skip this next last double crochet. Chain 2, and we will start repeating our pattern for the chain spaces. Double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and again double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and double crochet into this last chain space and chain 2. And this is our pattern repeat, and I will show you one more time. So starting from the second double crochet of this group of 6, we'll work double crochet into the stitch and double crochet into each of the next 3 double crochet. So all together in this group we will have 4 double crochet. Chain 2, and we will start repeating our pattern for chain spaces. Double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and last time double crochet into the next chain space and chain 2. And we'll start repeating the same pattern again. So into those middle 4 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, then chain 2, and into every chain space up until this group of 6 double crochet, you will repeat the pattern double crochet into the next chain space and then chain 2, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We'll now slip stitch again into the second double crochet, and we will work chain 2, and into the second double crochet we will work double crochet, and we will work double crochet into the next stitch. So this time we have group of 2 double crochet. Chain 2, and we will start repeating our pattern for chain spaces. So double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and last chain space, double crochet into this last chain space and chain 2. And this is going to be your repeat this time, and I will show you this repeat one more time. So we will start with the second double crochet of this group of 4, and we will work double crochet into this stitch and double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2. And now we are going to repeat the pattern for chain spaces, double crochet into each chain space and then chain 2, and we are going to work it until you reach group of 4 double crochet. So I need to do double crochet and again chain 2 1 double crochet again, chain 2, and into this last chain space, double crochet and chain 2, and carry on repeating the same pattern. So into those 2 middle double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, then chain 2, and into each chain space 1 double crochet plus chain 2, and carry on all the way around, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We'll start this round by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet, and then slip stitch into chain space. We'll make chain 2, which will not count as a stitch, and into this chain 2 space we'll work 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet into double crochet, and again 2 double crochet into chain space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 2 double crochet into chain space, 2, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 2 double crochet into chain space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 2 double crochet again into chain 2 space, and 1 double crochet into double crochet, and then again 2 double crochet into chain 2 space, 1 double crochet into double crochet, 2 double crochet into chain 2 space, 1 and 2. We'll now work chain 2, and we'll skip next 2 double crochet, and we'll start repeating the same pattern, and into every chain space we'll work 2 double crochet, and into double crochet, 1 double crochet, until we reach again this group of 2 double crochet. And after making 2 double crochet into the last chain space, we will work chain 2, we will skip those 2 double crochet, and we'll start working again into every chain space 2 double crochet and 1 double crochet into double crochet, until we reach this next group of 2 double crochet, where we will again on top make chain 2, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into first double crochet made. I will start by working a slip stitch into the second double crochet and making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. And I will now show you the pattern repeat. So starting from this second double crochet, we'll work double crochet into each of the next 18 double crochet. So this one into the second double crochet is my first. I have now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more time, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And we will work chain 2, and as usual we will skip this last double crochet. Into chain 2 space we will work double crochet and then chain 2, and we will start repeating our pattern. So we will skip first and last double crochet, and into every other double crochet of this group of 20 we will work double crochet. So we will have all together 18 double crochet, again starting with the second one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16, 17, and 18. Chain 2, and again skip the last double crochet into chain 2 space and chain 2, and carry on repeating the pattern. Skip first and last double crochet of each group of 20 double crochet and work double crochet into those 18 middle stitches, then work chain 2, double crochet into chain 2 space, chain 2, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We'll start again by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet, working chain 2 and double crochet into the same stitch as slip stitched. Into the next 15 double crochet we will need to work 1 double crochet into each stitch, so all together we will have 16 double crochet. So I have 2 now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, both loops, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, one more time, number 15, 15, 16, and again we are left with 1 double crochet in this group of 18 double crochet from the previous round. We'll work chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2 again, 1 and 2, and double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2. And we will start working the same pattern again. So we will skip first and last double crochet of this group of 18, and into every stitch apart from those two we will work double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Chain 2. And we will start working again double crochet into chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and chain 2 again. And we carry on repeating the same pattern. So we will skip first and last double crochet of each group of 18 double crochet, and we will work double crochet on top of the rest of those double crochet, so you will have 16 in total. And work chain 2, double crochet into the first chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the second chain space, and chain 2, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into first double crochet made. We'll start again by making a slip stitch to the next double crochet and making chain 2. We'll work double crochet into this double crochet where we slip stitched, and we will work double crochet into each of the next 13 double crochet. So we will have all together 14 double crochet. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, one more time, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and last one 14. Chain 2 into the next chain space, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, and chain 2 again. And we will start working into this group of 16 double crochet, and again we will skip first and last double crochet. So we will start working from the second one, and into each stitch apart from last and first we will work double crochet. So altogether you will have 14 double crochet in this group. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Chain 2. And we will start again working into first chain space, double crochet into chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and double crochet into the last chain space and chain 2 again. And we will start repeating the same pattern. So we will skip first and last double crochet of this group of 16, and we will work double crochet on top of every double crochet part from this first and last, so we will have together 14 double crochet. Then we will work chain 2, and we will repeat the same pattern as in previous rounds for those chain 2 spaces. So into every chain space double crochet, and then make chain 2 after each double crochet into this chain space. And at the end of this round, we will slip stitch again into first double crochet of this round. I will start again by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet, chain 2. This chain 2 will not count as a stitch. Into this second double crochet, so where we slip stitched, we will work double crochet and double crochet into each of the next 11 double crochet. So altogether you will have 12 double crochet. So I now have, let me just count, I now have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Chain 2. And again we are left with one double crochet which is not going to be worked. Double crochet into chain space, chain 2. Again double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2. Double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2. Double crochet into the next chain space and chain 2. And this is our repeat. I will show you this repeat one more time. So we will skip again first and last double crochet of this group of 14, and in the remaining 12 double crochet we will be working one double crochet into each stitch. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Chain 2. And we will start working in our chain 2 spaces. Double crochet into the first one, chain 2. Double crochet into the next one, chain 2. Double crochet into the next one, chain 2. Double crochet into the next one, and chain 2. And we will start repeating the same pattern, so skipping both first and last double crochet and working double crochet into each remaining double crochet from the previous round, then working chain 2, and at the end working double crochet plus chain 2 into every chain 2 space. And at the end of this round, as usual, we will need to slip stitch into first double crochet made. We'll start again by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet and working chain 2. Double crochet into the same second double crochet and double crochet into each of the next 9 double crochet. So all together we will have 10 double crochet in this group. I now have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You should have 1 double crochet left. You need to work chain 2, and we'll start working into those chain spaces. And into each chain space, we'll work 1 double crochet plus chain 2. And we will do it all together 5 times. So I have 2. This will be my 3rd repeat. Every time, double crochet plus chain 2, 4th repeat, and my last repeat, chain 2. And we will start working into the next group of double crochet. Again, we will skip first and last, and into remaining 10 we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. So all together 10 double crochet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again chain 2. And we will start repeating the pattern for the chain 2 spaces, and into every chain 2 space 1 double crochet plus chain 2, and you will have 5 of those chain 2 spaces. 2, 3, 4, and last repeat. And we will carry on working the same pattern again. So again, skip first and last double crochet of the next group of 12 and work double crochet into each of the remaining 10, and then work chain 2 and into chain 2 spaces, work double crochet plus chain 2, and there are 5 chain spaces, and carry on all the way round. And at the end again slip stitch into first double crochet made. We will start this round by making a slip stitch into the double crochet, next double crochet, and chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same second double crochet as we slip stitched, we'll work double crochet and double crochet into each of the next 7 double crochet, and all together in this group of double crochet you should have 8 double crochet. So I have a few more to do, and last one, chain 2. Again, we are not going to work into this last double crochet, and we will start making the pattern for chain 2 spaces, and into each chain 2 space double crochet, chain 2 once, a second time, third time. So we are repeating the same pattern. Let me just work this one again. Third time. Now number 4, 5, chain 2, and 6, and again chain 2. And we will start repeating the same pattern. So we will skip first and last double crochet of the next group of 10 double crochet, and we will work into each remaining double crochet, working 1 double crochet into each stitch, which should give us altogether 8 double crochet in this group. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chain 2. And we will repeat the pattern for chain 2 space. So double crochet plus chain 2 into each chain 2 space. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and last repeat 6. Chain 2. And we will carry on repeating the same pattern. So apart from first and last double crochet, we will work double crochet into each of these 8 middle double crochet, then chain 2, and we will repeat the pattern double crochet, chain 2 into each chain 2 space before the next group of 10 double crochet, and carry on working this pattern all the way around. And at the end again we need to slip stitch into this first double crochet of this round. We'll start again by making a slip stitch into the second single crochet, working chain 2, which will not count as a stitch, and working 1 double crochet into the second double crochet of this group. Into each of the next 5 double crochet, we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. So all together in this group you will have 6 double crochet. And again it will leave you 1 double crochet. Chain 2. And we will start repeating the pattern for chain 2 spaces, and into every chain 2 space we will work double crochet, chain 2, and we will repeat it all together 7 times. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more, 7. And we will again finish on chain 2. We'll skip first and last double crochet of the next group of 8, and then we will be working in this 6 middle double crochet, working 1 double crochet into each stitch. So we will have all together 6 double crochet. One more. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 2. And we will start repeating again pattern into those chain 2 spaces, working 1 double crochet plus chain 2 into each space, and we will repeat this pattern all together 7 times, so that into every chain space we will have 1 double crochet followed by chain 2. And this is going to be the end of the pattern repeat. Let me just finish one and one more chain space, and again finish always on chain 2. And we will repeat this pattern all the way around. So we will skip first and last double crochet of the next group of 8, and we will be working into those middle double crochet, working 1 double crochet into each of those 6 double crochet, then make chain 2 and into those chain 2 spaces, into each of them work double crochet followed by chain 2. Of course, after you finished 6 double crochet, we will work chain 2 and carry on all the way around, and as usual slip stitch into first double crochet of this round. We'll start again by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet and working chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same double crochet as we slip stitched, I will make double crochet and double crochet into the next 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and last one. And in this round we will have a group of 4 double crochet, chain 2. And we will start repeating the pattern for chain spaces. So into every chain space, double crochet and chain 2, double crochet and chain 2, and we will be repeating it until we reach the next group of 6 double crochet. So carry on repeating double crochet and then chain 2 into each chain space, chain 2, double crochet into the next chain space, chain 2, and into the last chain space, double crochet, chain 2. And again we will be skipping first and last double crochet of this group of 6, and we will work into the remaining 4 double crochet. We will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. So we will have 4 double crochet, chain 2, and we'll start again repeating the pattern of double crochet and chain 2 into each chain 2 space, chain 2, and again double crochet and chain 2, and carry on repeating this pattern into every chain 2 space, work double crochet plus chain 2. On top of this group of 6 double crochet, we will skip first and last double crochet, and we will be working 1 double crochet into each of the remaining 4 double crochet, and we will finish by making chain 2, so we can again start the repeat of double crochet and chain 2 into the next chain 2 space, and carry on all the way around, and you will need to slip stitch again into first double crochet made. We'll start this round by making a slip stitch into the next double crochet and working chain 2, which will again not count as a stitch. And into the same stitch, so into the second double crochet, we will work double crochet, and we will work double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 2. And now we will start repeating the pattern for those chain 2 spaces, and into each chain 2 space we will work double crochet and then chain 2, and we will have all together 9 repeats. So this is going to be my second repeat, third, fourth, fifth, this is number 6, 7, 8, and number 9, last repeat. So again, double crochet plus chain 2. And we'll start the same repeat again. So we will skip first and last double crochet of the next group of 4 double crochet, and we will be working 1 double crochet into those 2 middle double crochet. Chain 2 again, 1 and 2, and we will again start repeating the pattern 4 chain 2 spaces and double crochet plus chain 2 into every chain 2 space, and this is going to be repeated all together 9 times, and then you start repeating the same pattern again. So you will be working into those 2 middle double crochet, working 1 double crochet into each stitch, then chain 2, and start repeating the pattern 4 chain spaces, 1 double crochet, chain 2 into each chain 2 space, and carry on all the way round. And at the end you will need to slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We'll start again by working chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into this first double crochet we will work 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and 2 double crochet into the second double crochet, 1 and 2. We need to work chain 2, and we will skip first chain space, and we will work double crochet into the second chain space and then chain 2, and we will be repeating this pattern 7 more times, so we will have 8 repeats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last repeat, number 8. Finishing again with chain 2. We will skip next chain 2 space, and we'll start repeating our pattern into this 2 double crochet, so into each one 2 double crochet into each. So all together you will have 4 double crochet. We will work chain 2, and we will start repeating the pattern for those chain spaces. So again, skip the first chain space, work double crochet and chain 2 into each of the next 8 chain spaces. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again we will skip the last chain space, and we'll start repeating the same pattern. So 2 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, chain 2, then skip the next chain space, and into each of the next 8 chain spaces work 1 double crochet plus chain 2, and again skip the last chain space and start repeating your pattern. And carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We will start by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same double crochet we will work double crochet and double crochet into the next stitch. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 and second one. Chain 2, we will skip the first chain space and we will start working from the second one, making double crochet and chain 2, double crochet and chain 2 into the next chain space, and again into the next chain space, again double crochet, chain 2, double crochet and chain 2 into the next chain space, and we will be working double crochet and chain 2 into each chain space but the last one. So we did not do it in the first one, and we will skip the last chain 2 space as well. So I have my last chain 2 space and I will skip it and I'll start working the pattern again. So into the first 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, chain 2, 1, chain 5, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and chain 2 this time. So in between those groups of 2 double crochet you have chain 5 space. And again we are going to skip first and last chain space of those chain 2 spaces in between double crochet, and apart from this first and last we are going to work double crochet and chain 2 spaces in between those double crochet from the previous round. So apart from first and last chain 2 space, into each chain 2 space we will work double crochet and chain 2. I have chain 2 and last time, my last repeat, 1 and 2 chains, and again I am going to skip this last chain 2 space and I will start working my pattern again. Now let me just quickly tell you about the pattern. So into those first 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, chain 5, and then 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, chain 2. We'll skip first chain 2 space, and into the rest of them, apart from the last one, we will work 1 double crochet plus chain 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 repeats. I'll count it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 repeats of double crochet and chain 2 space. You will finish on chain 2 and you can start your repeat again by working 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, and carry on all the way around, and at the end slip stitch into first double crochet made. We will start by working chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same double crochet we will work double crochet and double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 2, into this chain 5 space double crochet, chain 3, and another double crochet into chain 5 space, chain 2. Into each of the next 2 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet on top, so 1 and 2, chain 2, and we will start repeating the pattern for chain 2 spaces. So we will skip first chain 2 space, into the second one we'll work double crochet and chain 2, and we will do it all together 6 times. So I have my first one, second, chain 2, third, fourth, fifth, and last one, chain 2 again, and it again leaves us with 1 chain 2 space, and we are going to skip this chain 2 space. Into the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch. So we are starting repeating our pattern again, chain 2, double crochet into chain 5 space, chain 3, again double crochet into chain 5 space and chain 2, 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, chain 2, and we will skip next chain space, and into the second one we will work double crochet, chain 2, and we will repeat the same pattern 6 more times, and again we will skip last chain 2 space, and we will start working again double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into chain 5 space, chain 3, another double crochet into chain 5 space, chain 2, and into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, then chain 2, and we will skip first chain 2 space, and we will start working our pattern double crochet and chain 2 for those chain spaces, and carry on all the way around. And at the end, let me just find my beginning. At the end we will need to slip stitch into this first double crochet made. I will start by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same double crochet I will work double crochet and double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2. Into the next double crochet we will work double crochet, and into chain 3 space 8 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2. We'll skip next chain space, and we'll start working double crochet into the second one, and then chain 2. And this double crochet and chain 2 will be worked all together 5 times. So into each of the 5 chain spaces we will work double crochet plus chain 2. So I have my first, This is my second repeat, third, fourth, chain 2 again, and fifth, chain 2. And again we will skip last chain 2 space and into those 2 double crochet after those. This last chain 2 space will work 1 double crochet into each stitch. 1 and 2. And we are basically repeating the same pattern again. So we'll work chain 2 and double crochet into the next double crochet, into chain 3 space 8 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 2. Oh, I need to work this last double crochet again. Chain 2 and double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2 again, and we will start again repeating the pattern for those chain spaces. So we will skip first and last double crochet, and into every other one we will work double crochet plus chain 2. So double crochet, chain 2 into the next chain space, double crochet, chain 2 into the next chain space, double crochet, chain 2 into the next chain space, double crochet, chain 2, I have 2 more, so into the next double crochet, chain 2, and again I will skip this last chain 2 space and I will start working my pattern again. So into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, then chain 2, into the next double crochet, 1 double crochet, into this chain 3 space, 8 double crochet, then 1 double crochet, into the next double crochet, chain 2, double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, chain 2, excuse me. We will need to skip first chain 2 space, and starting from the second one we will have 5 repeats into those chain 2 spaces, double crochet plus chain 2. So repeat 5 times double crochet and chain 2 into each of these 5 chain spaces. Then we will skip the last chain 2 space and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. I will start again by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch, into the same double crochet, 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2, and we'll start making repeat of the pattern, and it will be 9 times altogether. Into each of the 9 double crochet, next double crochet will work double crochet plus chain 1. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, number 2, again double crochet, chain 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double crochet into the next double crochet and chain 2 this time. Double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, chain 2 again, and we will again skip first and last chain 2 space into those chain 2 and double crochet pattern, and from the second chain 2 space we will work double crochet plus chain 2, 1, double crochet, chain 2 into the next chain 2 space, 2. Let me just move my yarn, 3 times and 1 more time. So all together we will do it 4 times. Chain 2, always finish with chain 2, and we'll start repeating the same pattern. So after skipping this last chain 2, into the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, chain 2. And we will start again repeating the same pattern 9 times. So into each of the next 9 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet plus chain 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Why, I need 1 more. Number 9. Chain 1. Into this last double crochet of this group of 10, we will work double crochet and chain 2. I just need to pull my yarn again. Into each of the next 2 double crochet, we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2. Chain 2 again, and we will again repeat the same pattern 4 times. So we will skip first and last chain 2 space, and starting from the second one, double crochet and chain 2 into each of the next 4 chain 2 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again we are finishing on chain 2, and we will start working repeating the same pattern. So after skipping last chain 2 space, we work 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, chain 2 into each of the next 9 double crochet, 1 double crochet plus chain 2, and into this last double crochet of this group of 10, double crochet and then chain 2. Into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, chain 2. We will skip 1 first chain 2 space, and into each of the next 4, 1 double crochet plus chain 2, and we will skip last chain 2 space, and we'll start working our pattern again. And carry on all the way around, and at the end slip stitch into first double crochet made. I will start by working chain 2, which will not count as a stitch. Into the same double crochet I will work double crochet and double crochet into the next stitch, chain 2. Into each of the next 10 double crochet I will work double crochet plus chain 2. 1, chain 2, 2, chain 2, 3, chain 2 again, 4, chain 2. Oh, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Chain 2 again. Into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, chain 2. And again we will skip next chain 2 space, and into the second one double crochet plus chain 2. Into the next chain space, double crochet plus chain 2, and into the next chain space, double crochet plus chain 2, and we'll skip last chain 2 space, and into the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, and this means that we start repeating the same pattern again. So after those 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then again into each of the next 10 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch plus chain 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 2, 8, chain 2 again, 9, and 10. And into the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, chain 2. We will skip next chain space, and we will have a repeat of double crochet and chain 2 into each of the next, I have a fly, into each of the next, into each of the next 3 chain spaces. Sorry for that. So 1, and again we are starting from the second chain 2 space, 2, chain 2, and 3, chain 2. And we will start repeating the same pattern again. So into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, chain 2. Into each of the next 10 double crochet into each stitch plus chain 2, and into the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, chain 2. We will skip first chain 2 space, and into each of the next 3 1 double crochet plus chain 2, skip last chain space, and start repeating the pattern again, and carry on all the way around, and at the end slip stitch into this first double crochet made. We will start again by making chain 2, which will not count as a stitch, and double crochet into the same double crochet into the next double crochet, and chain 2. And we will now be repeating the pattern for this shell. Into double crochet we will work double crochet and chain 1, and into chain 2 space we will work a cluster of 3 double crochet. So yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the chain space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and again yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the same chain space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. You will have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through remaining 2 loops. Chain 1 and double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 1. We will work again a cluster into the next chain space, so yarn over the hook, insert the hook into chain space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert the hook into the chain space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the hook, insert the hook into chain space, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You will have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 3 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Make chain 1, and again double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, and we will work cluster into the next chain space. Chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, cluster into chain space. Chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, cluster into the next chain space. So again of 3 double crochet, chain 1, cluster into the next, double crochet into next double crochet, chain 1, and cluster into the next chain space. Chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, cluster into the next chain space. Chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, cluster into the next chain space. 1, 2, 3 double crochet and a cluster. chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, and the last cluster on this shell into this last chain 2 space of the shell. Chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 2, into the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, chain 2, and we will again skip first chain space into the second chain space, double crochet, chain 2, and into the next chain space, double crochet and chain 2, and we will skip last chain 2 space. And this is our pattern, so you will need to start working into those 2 double crochet, working 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, chain 2 again, double crochet into first double crochet, chain 1, and start working your cluster pattern. So cluster up out of 3 double crochet into chain 2 space, chain 1, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, and work cluster again, and carry on until you reach the last double crochet of this shell. Make double crochet into this double crochet, then chain 2, double crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then skip first chain 2 space, double crochet, chain 2 into the second, then double crochet, chain 2 into the third, and start working your pattern again. So into the next 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet into each stitch, and carry on all the way around, and at the end slip stitch into first double crochet made. In this round we will be working single crochet and chain spaces, and this is going to be the last round. We'll start by making chain 1, which will not count as a stitch, and into the same double crochet we will work single crochet. Single crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, single crochet into chain 2 space, chain 1, single crochet into the next chain 1 space, and this is the space between double crochet and the cluster, chain 1, single crochet into the next chain space, so between cluster and double crochet, chain 1. And in this round we will be working single crochet into every chain space, followed by chain 1. And it's easier for me when I say double crochet, so I know this is the space after double crochet, and I will make single crochet and chain 1, and cluster, which for me is the space after the cluster, where I make single crochet plus chain 1. So all the time I am working single crochet. Chain 1, single crochet after double, after the cluster, again after double, chain 1, after cluster, chain 1, after double, chain 1, after cluster, chain 1, after double, chain 1, after cluster, chain 1, after double, chain 1, and last chain 1 space after the cluster. We'll work chain 1 again, and into this chain 2 space we will work single crochet plus chain 1. Into the next 2 double crochet, 1 single crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, chain 2. We will skip next chain 2 space, and into the second one we will work single crochet, chain 2, and again we will skip next chain space. And this is the pattern repeat. I just would like to remind you it is our last round, and I will show you this repeat quickly one more time. So into the next 2 double crochet, 1 single crochet into each stitch, chain 1, into chain 2 space, single crochet, chain 1, and we will be working single crochet and chain 1 into every chain 1 space of this shell. So let me quickly do those single crochet and chain 1 spaces. So after, let me just pull my yarn, after cluster and after double crochet, after cluster and after double crochet, after cluster and after double crochet. Don't forget about those chain 1, after cluster and after double crochet, after cluster and after double crochet, after next cluster and next double crochet, and after the last cluster of the shell, and we will again make chain 1, into chain 2 space we will work single crochet, chain 1, into each of the next 2 double crochet we will work 1 double crochet into each stitch, 1 and 2, chain 2 this time. We will skip first chain 2 space, into the second one we will work 1 single crochet, chain 2, and we will start working again single crochet into each of the next 2 double crochet, then chain 1, single crochet into chain 2 space, chain 1, into each chain 1 space of the shell. We will work single crochet plus chain 1. So again, after last cluster you will have single crochet, chain 1, and into this chain 2 space you will work single crochet, chain 1, into each of the next 2 double crochet, 1 single crochet into each stitch, chain 2, skip first chain 2 space, into the second one work single crochet, work chain 2, skip last chain 2 space, and start working again into those 2 single crochet, into those 2 double crochet, 1 single crochet into each stitch, and carry on all the way round, and at the end slip stitch either into this second single crochet of this round and fasten off, or make an invisible join. Thank you very much for watching.